Alright guys, today I want to talk about how to actually market your business and different ways that you can do this. So number one, I just want to say that firstly, there's two different types of people, right? In marketing terms, there's different types of audiences. There's people that are considered warm, and there's people that are considered cold. So what's warm? Warm is people that are actively looking for something. So this will be considered people that are actively searching on Google and people that are directly looking, right? So they're in a state of, actually looking for something. So think about whenever you want to buy something online, or whenever, like, let's say you want to buy a new laptop. Usually, a lot of people go to Facebook Marketplace, or they go to Amazon, or some people even use eBay, right? It's the same thing with cleaning, right? So they usually go to Google, or they go to Facebook groups, or some people use a platform called Airtasker. Now, if you're not in Australia, Airtasker is basically like a directory. It's like a listing. Think of it like a Uber, right? So it's like a platform where you can pretty much post for different services, and then you'll have a lot of people apply. So that's, if you think about in terms of warm and cold, that would be considered warm. Now, me personally, I don't really go for cold audiences because it just doesn't really make sense. It's like there's no point really doing that unless you have like a really big, I guess, a huge brand. But when it comes to, like McDonald's, for example, they do advertising on TV and stuff like that, but that's because they have such a huge brand. But if you're just a small business, there's no point really doing any type of cold audience marketing. Most of the time you just want to focus on warm audiences, and that's what I do. So yeah, that's what's really recommended. So you want to look at the things I mentioned: Google, Facebook groups, Airtasker. Google My Business especially has been very helpful, and it's also free. So what you want to do on Google My Business is you want to set up your profile. You want to add as much information as you can on there, because the more information you have, the more visibility you'll get on Google. The other thing you want to do is you also want to add pictures, photos, as much information as you can, basically. And the other thing you want to do is you want to get as many reviews as you can, because the more reviews you have, the more visibility you'll get from Google. So those would be some options that you can look at when you're just starting off. Then eventually, over time, as soon as you start to do a bit more work, then that kind of the work that you've done will push more word of mouth. So your clients will refer you to other clients, other friends and family, and then eventually you'll get more work through there as well. But those will be the main methods. If you're just starting off, obviously you don't have a huge network of clients that you're working with. Those will be some of the methods.